Sentence number 1 for paraphrase says, if my thoughts are my eyes and my mind is Paris. What is it saying? What's he trying to say?
He thinks he's Paris.
Possibly he thinks. And sees.
I guess he thinks a lot when he looks at whoever he's talking about.
So could I marry those two sentences together? So he's thinking and seeing something that whatever he's thinking about, and he's comparing them to something beautiful like Paris. Does that make sense? Can I put those together? See something beautiful, someone, something. Okay, so he thinks about and sees someone or something beautiful and relates it to Paris. So instead of just leaving thinks, I'm going to put about in there. Okay. Then you are my Tower Eiffel. What is he saying here?
Then you are my Tower Eiffel.
Something big for him.
Whatever he sees or thinks about is something big for him, right? Braden, I will make sure this is online for you, and it's recording right now, okay? Okay. 3, penetrating that flat skyline of the buildings, all the same uniform height. You are my Tower Eiffel. Penetrating that flat skyline of the buildings, all the same uniform height.
Everything. Like you're, penetrating is kind of like going through that flat skyline. Whenever you start with the flat skyline, it's like where you see the sky and the earth, where it kind of meets. And it's just something else that is there that he'd rather look at.
A flat surface. What did you say, Hadley?
Light shining through.
Light shining through. S-H-I-N-I-N-G or two N's? I can't read it. S-H-I-N-N-I-N-G?
Shining, 2 N's.
No, it was just
Is it one?
It's 1 N.
that's shining.
That's what I thought. And I'm like, wait a minute, that doesn't look right.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's shining.
Okay.
It's with one N.
It is with one N. Okay. Without change or dynamics.
Yeah, it's right here.
Without change or dynamics. What does that mean? If this one says you are above or going through a flat surface, light shining through. Number 4 says without change or dynamics.
Maybe like with no makeup, maybe like she don't have to look, she don't have to look
She doesn't have to
She
try.
can just, she doesn't have to try.
She's just perfect the way she is.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So should I put you are perfect the way you are? I love the spin you guys have taken on this. line number 5 says, you protrude out of the flatness the beautiful change of scene. You protrude,
Writing on the back.
you just flip it over onto the back. I'm going to go on because I have the, yeah, if I did the other way, I'd have to erase all of that. And yeah, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to keep going, okay? But you guys just take yours and flip it over if you need to, okay? Or you can attach a piece of paper. I think that's what Des is doing. Is that right?
Yeah.
You're just going to attach a piece of paper. You are perfect the way you are. So line number 5, you have...
You protrude out of the flatness, the beautiful change of scene.
What do you think that means?
What mean?
You protrude out of the flatness, the beautiful change of scene.
You interrupt the... I kind of look at it as you interrupt the darkness, and you're bringing the light out.
Protrude, to pierce through, to interrupt, to change, to shift. Okay? The mundane or the dull.
I just said the darkness.
Darkness. The beautiful change of scene.
Bring light through.
Why is that not working for me?
The way I look at it is like the garden's all dead and she plants flowers and brings sunlight.
I love that. The garden is all dead. And she comes in and brings more flowers.
She plants more flowers and brings lightness in.
I love that lightness. Okay. Number 6. I love this. Epicenter. Epicenter of wonder. What does epicenter mean? Have you ever heard of the term epicenter? If you're watching the news, and this is where I relate it to, is an earthquake. The epicenter of the earthquake is where the earthquake began.
Oh, so the beginning of the earthquake.
So the beginning. So you have the beginning. So epicenter is the center, the middle, the beginning, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's like he's beginning to wonder.
Well, yes, but she started his wonder.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Okay. So you have this, the person, you, and I'm still going back to you because I don't know if it's male or female. This could have been written by a female for a man, which would be an even more interesting twist. Because we don't often think of men as beautiful, do we? Though I see a beautiful man and I'm like, he's really beautiful. Yeah. Okay, you are the beginning of my wonder, all right? Now I'm going to flip page. Does everybody have this down? Sebastian? Okay. I want to make sure everybody has this down before I flip a page. Are we good? Yes, everybody? Okay. Next page over. Okay. So we're on line number 7, yes? 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, so we're on line 7.
My wandering eyes always find you.
What is
I see you in everybody.
no matter where I am, who I am with. And I could actually take that in everybody and drop that down, couldn't I?
Mm-hmm.
I could legitimately take this one and just drop it down.
And instead of saying like under line 7, I see you on everybody, you can say just like everywhere. I see you everywhere. Or I think of you all the time.
Okay.
Keep it, I see you.
I see you in everybody, everywhere. Okay? Or what I am doing is line 9. Mm-hmm.
Are we on foundation or attitude?
We are still on Paraphrase. We're still breaking it all down. The only reason why I have it up here like this is because if I did it a different way, I'd have to erase everything I've written. And I have to go back. Yep, so we haven't even touched connotation or attitude yet. So what you're going to do, Jesse, is you're going to flip the paper over and use the back side for the rest of your paraphrase, okay?
Or kind of like how I'm doing, where
You
I
can-
wrote 1 through 6 on the paraphrase, and then I grabbed a separate sheet of paper.
Yep, okay? Does that make sense? Okay. So number 9 says, or what I am doing. What can I say say about that? In everything. Or how about every action? Can we say that?
Yeah.
Number 10, I can always find you above the bustling city.
That kind of reminds me of like Snow White and Prince Charming, where it says, "I will always find you."
So you're relating it to actually a television show. You're looking at Once Upon a Time.
A story, just a storytelling.
Yeah.
I will always find you.
So I'll put in here a fairy tale, just to give credit, okay? But what the actual lines are saying, I can always find you above the bustling city.
I will always find you.
Never get lost, right? I always know where you are.
Oh, I can always find my way home to you.
Okay. Number 11 says a separate entity. What does that mean?
What is energy?
What does entity mean? Go ahead and look it up. Grace is going to look it up for us.
She says, "Sure, that's what I was doing."
No, she grabbed her phone.
A thing with distinct and independent existence.
So separate entity, we're not the same existence, are we?
Oh, even in
It's a different existence, a separate entity. Okay, so it's going to be a separate being, right? A separate person, right? I like entity better, just because it sounds more romantic, I guess. / being. Okay. Number 12. Of hope and love and change. What is of hope, of love, and change?
like
She who, whatever is going to change, he's way.
they give him hope, they give him love, and they give him change. Bless you. Never mind. Sorry, it's kind of a reaction. You give me that line.
I know, I was... give me hope, love. Could I almost say life there? Boy, this is a mushy poem. It's romantic. Before Paris did not have the Tower Eiffel, but continued to bustle as any.
So it's kind of like before I had you, I was before I had you.
I was still a person, but you made me whole.
There we go, working together.
That's exactly it. A person, but you made me whole. Okay. All right, so we're going to end here on line 14, and that's still the city of love. I will finish, I'll add a second video for this, and I'll plug it in on Classroom. Now, if you guys want to take it on your own and determine the lines on your own, you don't have to watch the video, you can just finish it. Does that make sense? If you feel like you've got this and you can take it, go for it. If not, I'll plug in the video to help those that don't have it. Does that sound good? Okay. Have a great weekend.